Did you lose your sibling to the narcissistic family system? Or are you having difficulty with communicating with that sibling and receiving validation and empathy from them, receiving understanding from them because you were raised by a narcissistic parent? If you are, this video is really going to help you understand what it looks like to be raised by a narcissistic parent and what that does to the relationship between the siblings. I lost everybody. Well, I didn't have them to begin with, but I didn't understand that, so I'm going backwards. I lost everybody over 30 years ago when I went no contact with my mother and my grandfather and my grandmother, my main abusers. I could not understand how it is I lost my brother. And when my therapist told me all those years ago that I was going to walk away with no one, I thought, no, my brother, like, he was raised in the same house as I was. That's impossible. And what I've come to know now is that my brother was never my brother. He was raised to be my mother's son, to be her ally, to be her teammate. And when I came across, well, I didn't come across these videos. They came across my FYP, which I don't know why, because the only time I engage with accounts with children in them is to report those accounts. I have very strong feelings about how children do not belong on the internet being exposed to strangers. I mean, you know, AI, child porn, child endangerment, exploitation, making money off of the backs of your children, sticking cameras in their faces to do so, all of that. I don't engage with it other than to report the content, which, by the way, it never gets taken down. So far, hasn't gotten taken down. But anyway, and one of my videos got flagged because I used the hashtag ChildABUSE, which is no longer a hashtag we are allowed to use on this platform. Did you know that? Yeah, but we can exploit children. Anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. These videos demonstrate, and I will blur the children's faces out, so there's some nuances you're going to miss, which I will narrate around. How it is a parent creates division between siblings, and these are twins. How it is a parent will turn one child into a people pleaser and the other child into a bully, basically, or a person who doesn't develop their cognitive empathy for anyone, let alone their sibling. Because if you're not teaching a child or children to have empathy for one another, they're not going to have empathy for anyone else outside of, they're just not going to have empathy for anyone else. And it's really clear what unfortunately, because I have to blur the faces of these children because I'm not going to exploit them the way that their own mother is, and their father for that matter, you're not going to see how the child whose empathy is being broken is looking at her mother and kind of smirking and like, I've got your approval, right? And the other thing you're not going to see is how the child who is the one who's being scapegoated, because the golden child is the one who's getting their empathy crushed. The child who's being scapegoated is turning into a people pleaser right before our very eyes. It's so incredibly disturbing, and I've never seen an example of what this actually looks like. And the fact that this mother has the lack of conscience that she does, that she thinks nothing of posting this on the internet, like there's no problem with it. And some of her videos, and I'm sure she must go through and take out some comments, people are saying you should be teaching them to share, you should be teaching them to love each other. You know, I would like to see people saying you should be parenting and take the camera out of their face. There's even a video in there where she wakes them up in the morning with a camera in their face and startles them awake. If you've been with me a while, you know that I talk about some of the patterns of narcissistic abusers. And what you're going to see in the patterns with this particular mother is that she uses fear tactics. She uses creating anxiety. She separated the twins at some point and had them sleep apart, so they were confused and destabilized and anxious about finding each other. She creates situations where they're fighting with each other, and she uses very ordinary everyday things to do that. And one of those things she uses that she weaponizes is food, which is super common when it comes to narcissistic parents. So anyway, let's go ahead, let's get into the video. And if you run across this creator, if you run across these videos, please report them. My reporting didn't do anything, but maybe if enough people report these kinds of accounts, they'll start to get those strikes against them and they'll get taken down. I know the reason that TT keeps these accounts up is because, you know, when you've created an account that has 1 million followers, you're creating income for the company. I mean, it's obvious that, you know, that's why TT doesn't want these accounts to go away. And I think the reason that TT takes away hashtags like child ABUSE is because TT doesn't want people like me, people like Mama Uncharted, talking about the exploitation of children that's happening right in front of our faces that needs to be outlawed. So anyway, here we go.
What's that? What are you eating, Trisha? What's that?
I'm eating jelly.
Strawberry. You don't want to share with your sister? You don't want to share with Jojo? You did not share with your sister? You did not share? I just want to leave you. I just want to allow you to share. Let me see if you share with your sister. You did not share because he's your favorite, right? You did not share. Okay.
Federal Kimberly, this is chocolate. Yes, whosoever gets the letters correct, take one chocolate. Okay, Kimberly, no, give me. What is this? P. Kimberly got it right. Kimberly, take one chocolate. No. Kimberly, take one. Are you Kimberly? Kim, take one chocolate. Good. Take one. Good. Oh, it's a game. Don't. Oh, yeah.
I said, give her a bag. Not the year. They find cry by all means. Every corner they find cry. Oh. She said sorry.
I'm sorry, teacher.
Oh. It's okay, Mama. Okay, the bag is 2. Kiss for Trisha. Yeah, Trisha, give her a bag. It's 2 bag.
Don't forget.
You don't.
Not do that again. Not do that.